Why, hello, darlings. It's me, MadamJess, yet again, but this time with a tag video. I was tagged by the fantastic DaisyNation with this Getting to Know You tag. So this ought to be fun. I'm gonna go ahead and post it as a video response to you, Daisy. You are absolutely beautiful and amazingly talented. So it was a pleasure to be tagged by you. And to all my subscribers or non-subscribers, if you haven't heard of DaisyNation's channel, I highly recommend you check it out. And I'll go ahead and put the link right here. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with question number 1. Are you named after anyone? No, I am not named after anyone. I am named after myself. My parents actually were gonna name me Elizabeth, but at the last moment they changed their minds and went with Jessica. When was the last time you cried? Well, I cry somewhat often, but every time I do cry, it's for the same reason. It's out of the physical pain that my cervical dystonia and other disabling disorders and diseases cause me. Okay, so question number 3. Do you have kids? No, I do not yet have kids, but I would love to bear children someday. 4. If you were another person, would you be a friend to yourself? My answer is abso-freaking-lutely. I am nuts. I am strange. I am friendly, kinda kooky. I know how to cook. I know how to listen. I appreciate people that actually have some individuality and substance. So I would probably like myself if I were another person. This is getting kind of convoluted, but I think you understand what I am saying. 5. Do you use sarcasm a lot? Yes, I do use sarcasm quite a bit in my life when I'm communicating to my friends and family. Heck, when I'm communicating to people I don't even know, which can turn some people off, but you only live once, right? You gotta be yourself no matter what, and not worry about what other people think. 6. Would you ever bungee jump? Now, I am not physically fit enough to put my body through that kind of trauma, such as bungee jumping, but like DaisyNation mentioned in her video, I would love to someday skydive. Just the feeling of gathering all of your courage and all of your energy to actually jump out that plane, and the weightless feeling, the whole idea of the sky rushing past you and you kind of being one with the elements. It's an incredibly lovely thought as long as the parachute opens. 7. What is your favorite cereal? Well, I do love me some oatmeal. I like the instant kind because there's less you have to worry about. I love kashi cereals, specifically the honey almond flax granola type cereal. It's full of fiber and it's really, really good for you, and only a little bit really fills you up because of the fiber content. It expands in your belly. 8. What is the first thing you notice about people? I would have to say the first thing I notice about people when I am out and about would have to be the smile. I think a smile is very underrated these days. You look in the magazines and you see rail thin models with scowls on their faces or frowns on their faces, and I think a smile can speak 1,000 words, and it's really infectious. kind of like a yawn. 9. What is your eye color? My eyes are light brown. Sometimes they can look hazel. Sometimes they have flecks of green in them. It kind of all depends on what I am wearing or the color eyeshadow I have on. They shift colors and shades, which is kind of cool. I get asked on many occasions if I wear contacts, and the answer is no. These puppies are 100% mine. Yeah, sometimes I like to say that they are diarrhea colored because of all the mix of shades that are kind of going on there, but my husband doesn't like me to say that. 10. Scary movie or happy ending? I am absolutely a scary movie girl. Happy endings just kind of leave me very unfulfilled, simply because that's not how life is. Life has its shares of happy endings, but for the most part, life is arduous, difficult, and lessons are learned. Reality is definitely stranger than fiction. Yeah, happy endings? 11. Favorite smells? Let's see. I really love the smell of green tea in the morning. I also love the smell of coconut oil. I love the smell of my husband after he gets home from work and he's still a little bit stinky. I love the smell of fresh fruit and vegetables. I love the smell of Cajun food cooking on the stove. 12. Summer or winter? I think that each has its pros and cons. In Texas, summer and winter tend to kind of still be sweltering and too hot for my taste. Hot weather doesn't affect my arthritis as much as the cold does, but the cold weather doesn't melt my makeup off. So, yes, definite pros and cons, but if I had to choose one, I think I would choose winter because of all of the holidays in the season, and I just love layering my clothes. I just think it's very comforting. 13. Computer or television? I've never had cable since I've been out on my own and since I've been married to my husband, Teddy. Yeah, television doesn't interest me very much. Anything I would like to watch on television, I can find on the computer, so if I have to choose one, it wouldn't even be a thought. I'd go with computer any day. 14. What's the furthest you've ever been from home? I actually haven't been too far from home. When I was living in Louisiana, my family went on a trip to Atlanta, Georgia, and I've been to Colorado, so I really haven't been to many places, but I would love to do some traveling overseas, absolutely. I would love to go to the United Kingdom and visit some friends that I have there. Brazil. I'd love to visit Saudi Arabia. There are many places I would love to go, but because of one thing or another, I haven't had the opportunity to yet. But that doesn't mean I haven't gone in my mind. 15. Do you have any special talents? Well, I don't know if everybody knows what my talents are, but I am a classically trained vocalist. I've been singing since the age of 6, maybe even before, and I love, love, love it. I've been the front woman of many bands, and I'm currently working on a new vocal project with one of my best friends in the universe, Cody. I can cook really well. I think cooking runs in my blood because of my Cajun heritage. 16. When were you born? I was born on November 22nd, 1982. So yeah, that was an easy one. 17. What are your hobbies? I have so many hobbies. I love to read. I love to write. I love to cook. Walking is a big hobby of mine. I love being in the fresh open air. Hiking is just a blast to me. I mean, I'd much rather hike than watch TV. I love music, noise, as you all know. I love opera. I love Judy Garland. That's not really a hobby. Scratch that. Reverse it. I love doing my makeup. In fact, I do my makeup when I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I'm feeling very pained, when I'm not feeling very pained. There's never a reason not to do my makeup. Making faces. 18. Do you have any pets? Yes, I do, and I mentioned them before. One fuzzy fat bunny named Mumbles, and one scaly, boofy little reptile bearded dragon named Schizo. And I plan on having more as my life progresses. I love the creatures. Okay, I'm not counting anymore. This one is favorite movie. I have so many of them, honestly, I couldn't pick one, but I do love Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I love Lucky Horror Picture Show. I really love Martyrs, the French film. The Spanish film Rec, which is the original version of the crappy American remake Quarantine. I also love older horror films like Frightmare, Evil Dead, the original one, Aftermath, the short film by Nacho Cerda, Satanico Pandemonium, which is a Mexican exploitation film, Blazing Saddles, The Producers, Young Frankenstein. I love Mel Brooks. I think that's probably what I have at the top of my list right now. It changes so often though, so don't count that as my all-time favorites. But they are some of them. Do you have any siblings? Absolutely. I have a younger brother named Matt, whom I am extremely close to, and I think the world of. He's extremely talented, and yeah, I just love him to death. And so Matt, if you're watching, mwah! What do you want to be when you grow up? I just want to be an evolved version of who I am right now. Yeah, I think that's it. So that is the end of my tag video. DaisyNation, this was a blast. Thanks so much for tagging me. And anybody else who wants to do this tag, please go ahead and do it and post it as a video response to this video right here. Okay guys, stay tuned for that video about my health. It shouldn't be as fun as this one, but it's necessary, and I hope you all have a marvelous weekend. Bye!